Stop scrolling right now. Do not let your finger touch that screen. Out of every single person on the internet, you are the final one. I am speaking directly to you, my beloved child. You were chosen to receive this exact message tonight. A massive seal that has locked away your blessings is cracking open at this very second. If you walk away now, you will miss the key to everything. I am preparing to hand you the keys to a new home tomorrow. Yes, you heard me correctly. A completely new home is waiting for you in the spiritual realm, and it is ready to manifest. But you must listen carefully. Do not let distractions pull you away from this sacred moment. I know exactly why you almost swiped past this video. Your heart is incredibly heavy. You are running on empty, and every single day feels like you are climbing a mountain with a boulder tied to your back. You thought this was just another algorithm showing you random content. It is not. Heaven has paused its regular order just to reach you. I see the silent battle you are fighting. I saw you wake up at 3 in the morning. You stared at the dark ceiling. Your mind was racing with endless calculations. You were thinking about the bills you have to pay and the debts that keep piling up. The pressure in your chest felt so tight you could barely breathe. You felt like you were drowning in an ocean of financial anxiety. You wondered how you were going to survive another month. You wondered if I had forgotten about you. You let a silent tear fall in the dark because you did not want anyone else to hear you cry. I was sitting right beside you in that room. I felt every single ounce of your fear. You are never alone in your struggles, my precious one. You have been carrying a burden that was never meant for your shoulders. You wake up every morning and put on a brave face. You smile for your family. You act like everything is perfectly fine, but inside, your spirit is completely exhausted. You are tired of being the strong one for everyone else while no one checks on you. They do not see the panic when you check your bank account. They do not know the shame you swallow when you have to say no to things you need. The world demands so much from you, and you give everything you have until there is absolutely nothing left for yourself. This financial anxiety has become a dark cloud hanging over your daily life. I know you have felt like a failure lately. You look around and see others getting their breakthroughs while you are still stuck in the waiting room. You ask me why your path has to be so difficult. You ask me why the money always seems to vanish before it even arrives. Hear me clearly, my child. This is not a punishment for your past. You are my chosen royalty. You are a generational curse breaker. The reason your financial battles are so intense is because your destiny is so magnificent. You are fighting for the freedom of your entire bloodline, and the enemy is absolutely terrified of what you are about to become. That is why the lack of money feels so deeply oppressive. I want you to take a deep breath right now. Release the tension in your neck. Let go of the worry that is twisting your stomach into knots. You do not have to figure everything out tonight. You just need to stay here with me in this exact frequency. I am about to reveal a secret that will change the trajectory of your entire financial future. Remember the new home I promised you at the beginning? That was not a metaphor. It is a literal transition I am preparing for your life. But before you can step into that new territory, we must deal with the exhaustion in your soul. You cannot carry this heavy baggage of financial trauma into your promised land. It must be left behind today. I have seen the way you try to fix everything yourself. You work so hard, you plan so carefully. Yet some invisible force always seems to push you 2 steps backward just when you make a little progress. It is maddening. It makes you want to throw your hands up and surrender to the poverty. Do not give up right when the tide is turning. Your silent suffering has reached the highest courts of heaven. Your tears have filled my jars. The sleepless nights you spent begging for a way out have been recorded in the book of life. I am not a God who ignores the cries of his beloved children. I am a God of sudden miracles and divine turnarounds. And your turnaround is finally here. Stay with me, my child. The revelation I am about to give you will make everything make sense. The darkness you are walking through right now is just the shadow of my hand protecting you. You thought you were buried under the weight of financial ruin, but you were actually planted like a seed in the rich soil of divine preparation. Listen closely to my voice. Do not let your mind wander back to your bills or your empty bank account. The physical reality you see around you is temporary, and it is subject to change at any moment. The spiritual reality I am establishing for you right now is eternal. You are about to step into a season of overflow that will erase years of struggle. Listen closely, my child. What I am about to reveal begins with what you have been hiding. I saw you yesterday when you pulled into the driveway. You turned off the car engine, but you did not go inside immediately. You sat there in the quiet for 10 solid minutes. You closed your eyes and took a deep breath, just trying to gather enough energy to walk through your own front door. You wiped your face. You practiced your smile in the rearview mirror. You had to make sure the mask was perfectly in place before facing your family. You are so incredibly tired of pretending. You walk into the house and act like everything is completely under control. But inside, your heart is screaming for just one moment of rest. You are carrying a crushing weight of uncertainty. Everyone looks to you for answers. They expect you to be the strong one. They lean on you when they are falling apart. But who catches you when you feel like shattering into a million pieces? The loneliness you feel in a crowded room is deafening. You give so much of your soul to others, and yet you feel entirely empty when you finally lay your head on the pillow at night. The fear of the unknown is paralyzing you. You look ahead and the future looks like a terrifying blur. You ask yourself, what will happen if the money completely dries up? You wonder how you will keep a roof over their heads if things do not change soon. That is why the promise of a new home matters so much to you right now. You are desperately craving a sanctuary of absolute peace. I saw you staring at your phone earlier today. You typed out a message asking for help, but you deleted every single word. Your pride and your shame told you to stay quiet. You told yourself you must figure this out alone like you always do. Please stop doing this to yourself. You were never created to carry the burdens of the entire world on your human shoulders. It is destroying you. It is okay to admit that you are exhausted. It is okay to say that you cannot do it anymore. Your tears do not make you weak. Your moments of panic do not mean you have lost your faith. They simply mean you are a human being who has been fighting a relentless battle for far too long. I do not judge you for your moments of despair. I look at you with nothing but overwhelming compassion. You constantly feel like you do not belong. You feel like a stranger in your own life sometimes. This is because your spirit recognizes a calling that your physical reality has not yet caught up to. You are a silent survivor. You have endured storms that would have completely broken an ordinary person. But you are not ordinary. You are a living testimony wrapped in temporary pain. I want you to lay down your weapons right now. Take off that heavy armor of independence. You do not need to be the warrior tonight. Let me be the one to fight for you. Let me wrap my arms around your weary soul. You have spent years pouring water into the cups of everyone around you. Now it is time for heaven to pour directly into your empty vessel. Open your heart to me. Do not skip ahead and do not let your mind race. We must sit in this moment of honesty together. Before I can build your new foundation, we have to clear away the debris of your silent suffering. The enemy wants you to believe that this exhaustion is your permanent identity. He wants you to think the fear will never end. But that is a malicious lie from the pit of darkness. You are stepping out of the wilderness, my beloved child. The days of weeping quietly in the bathroom so no one hears you are coming to an end. The heavy chains of anxiety are losing their grip on your mind. You have survived the absolute worst of it. And because you did not break during the crushing season, a beautiful transformation is taking place. Something magnificent is forming. I know you feel like you are running out of time. You look at your age and you look at your bank account. The math does not make sense to your human eyes. You feel a deep ache in your chest because you thought your life would look so much different by now. You thought you would have security. You thought you would have stability. Instead, you have survival. But survival is not your destiny. I am intimately aware of every sacrifice you have made. I saw the meals you skipped so your family could eat. I saw the dreams you quietly packed away in a box so you could work a job that drains your joy. You traded your passion for a paycheck just to survive. Heaven honors your incredible sacrifice. Not a single act of your selfless love has gone unnoticed by my angels. But this season of endless sacrifice is officially expiring. You cannot give from a well that has run completely dry. You need a massive infusion of divine energy. You need the specific blessing I am holding in my hands right now. Keep listening to my voice. We are moving closer to the exact moment where your spiritual reality shifts. Your vindication is drawing near. But I need you to understand something clearly today. Your pain was absolutely never a cruel punishment. You honestly thought I had abandoned you. You believed your prayers were bouncing off an empty sky. But while you were weeping in the dark, I was actively working behind the scenes to shield your destiny from absolute destruction. What you called a terrible delay, heaven called a divine setup. I was never ignoring your desperate cries for help. You must listen to this powerful truth right now. The endless frustration you felt was entirely necessary. You asked me to open doors that would have led you straight into a trap. The enemy placed counterfeit blessings directly on your path. They looked like the perfect opportunity to your human eyes, but they were actually disguised chains designed to keep you in permanent bondage and stop your true calling. If I had given you the wealth back then, you would have completely lost it. Your spirit was not ready to carry that massive weight. The foundation of your life had far too many cracks. The toxic people around you would have drained every single drop of your new blessing before you could even enjoy it. I had to let your water well run completely dry. This helped you see who was truly standing by your side. Those friends who walked away were a very necessary loss. I removed them because they could not come where I am taking you. Their sudden departure hurt your fragile heart deeply. But my delay was not a painful denial at all. It was my divine protection keeping you from fake allies who only wanted to use your energy and steal your precious light. I was purifying your inner circle before releasing the true abundance. You are a generational curse breaker, my beloved child. You simply cannot be forged in a place of comfort. A spiritual weapon of your incredible magnitude must be formed in the hottest fires of adversity. You felt like you were being buried alive under all those heavy financial debts. But you were actually being planted deep into the rich soil of unwavering faith where your roots could spread and grow strong. You were growing roots that no storm can ever pull up. Think about the great leaders of the ancient past. They all faced a dark wilderness before they stepped into their glorious palace. You were experiencing your own lonely wilderness season. You wandered through days of confusion and nights of endless flowing tears. But every single difficult step was perfectly calculated to build your spiritual endurance and prepare your mind for the massive wealth arriving soon. You are no longer that weak and fragile person. You honestly thought I was completely silent and distant. But my silence was just the sound of me building your magnificent fortress. I was putting massive walls around your future home, so the enemy could never enter it. You cried bitterly because you wanted a quick fix to your immediate money problems. I completely denied the quick fix because I am giving you a permanent financial revolution instead of a temporary patch. The pain of waiting has served its ultimate purpose. It stripped away your heavy reliance on fragile human effort. You finally realized that your own physical strength could only take you so far. I had to let you reach the absolute end of your own earthly resources so you would look up to heaven. Now, my supernatural provision can step in and easily do what your human hands could never accomplish on their own. Do you finally see the grand design clearly now? The violently closed doors were truly my sweet mercy in disguise. They kept you safely out of rooms that would have compromised your pure soul. Every painful rejection was actually a divine redirection toward the exact beautiful timeline I carefully prepared for your destiny. You were never falling behind schedule in my eyes. You have been perfectly on time for the miracle tomorrow. I want you to look back at the past few years. You survived situations that should have destroyed your fragile mind. You walked through deep financial valleys where there was absolutely no logical way out. Yet you are still standing here today reading these very words of hope, and that alone is a massive testament to the invisible shield I placed over your vulnerable life. The awful feeling of being stuck was merely an illusion. You were actually anchored safely in a quiet harbor while a spiritual hurricane passed over you. If you had moved forward when you wanted to, the violent storm would have crushed you. I kept you hidden in the shadows until the terrible spiritual danger finally expired. Now the dark skies are rapidly clearing, and the warm winds of divine favor are finally blowing in your specific direction to guide you home. Do not resent the difficult journey you took. Every single tear you cried watered the precious seeds of your upcoming harvest. The heavy pressure you felt was simply the process of turning a piece of coal into a flawless diamond. You are shining so incredibly brightly in the spiritual realm right now. The heavenly angels are constantly marveling at the incredible resilience of your beautiful and unbroken spirit. We are about to transition into a brand new chapter. The painful season of forced preparation is officially over. You have passed the difficult test of faithfulness in the dark and lonely wilderness. I am permanently removing the heavy garments of sorrow from your tired shoulders, and you are being clothed in the royal robes of absolute triumph and total restoration. Get ready to step into the glorious light of victory. Your intense pain has been fully reframed into a glorious purpose. You will use the hard wisdom from your struggles to heal many others in the future. But tonight is solely about your own deep healing and your own magnificent breakthrough. If you truly believe this is your new reality, I need you to take a simple step of faith right now. Open your weary heart wide to receive this ultimate truth. This is your exact moment of divine and powerful agreement. You have carried the heavy shadows of doubt for far too long. If you believe this message is true, type Amen, or I receive it in the comments below, because that physical action will be the solid anchor that secures your soul to my promise. Type the word right now and prepare your spirit for the massive revelation coming next. I need you to pay close attention to this next part. This is exactly where the dark enemy traps most people. You have blamed yourself for the constant lack of money. You thought you were just bad at managing your life. You believed your financial failure was a direct result of your own human weakness, while the real cause was entirely spiritual. But that is a malicious lie. The truth is far more sinister than simple bad luck. Your financial struggle is not because you are lazy or foolish. It is happening because a dark spiritual enemy is absolutely terrified of your calling, and he knows you are destined for greatness. This invisible thief has been intentionally attacking your bank account for years. He wants to drain your resources. Why is this dark force targeting your finances so aggressively? Because he sees the massive wealth you are destined to control. He knows that if you ever get your hands on real financial power, you will completely change the world. You will fund the kingdom. You will break the heavy chains of poverty over your entire bloodline. He is deeply jealous of your destiny. This unseen enemy operates in the quiet shadows of your life. Every time you saved a little money, a sudden emergency would quickly appear to wipe it out. The car would break down or an unexpected bill would arrive in the mail. You thought these were just normal earthly struggles. But they were calculated spiritual attacks designed to keep you broke and exhausted. He knows that an exhausted mind cannot dream of a better future. When you are constantly worrying about rent and groceries, you cannot focus on your high calling. The enemy wants you to stay in survival mode forever. He uses financial anxiety as a heavy chain to keep your spirit grounded and defeated. But I am exposing his wicked strategy tonight. Your peace of mind has been stolen by this exact same thief. He whispers lies of worthlessness into your ears when you are trying to sleep. He creates deep confusion and brain fog to slow down your progress when you are so close to a breakthrough. He wants to convince you that heaven has abandoned you, but his legal right to torment you is expiring. You are a generational curse breaker, my beloved child. That title carries immense power, and it attracts fierce spiritual warfare. The darkness hates you because you carry the pure light of my kingdom. You have endured targeted attacks that were meant to destroy your family line. But you stood your ground even when your pockets were empty and your heart was entirely shattered. I want you to stop feeling guilty about your current situation. The poverty you are experiencing is actually a true sign of your incredible spiritual value. Thieves do not break into empty houses, and they only attack the heavily guarded vaults that hold the most precious treasures. You are under heavy attack because you carry the keys to wealth. The enemy overplayed his wicked hand this time. He thought he could crush your faith by destroying your worldly security, but he completely failed to realize who you truly are. Your faith did not die in the wilderness of poverty. It only grew sharper and far more dangerous to the kingdom of darkness while you waited. You are now a heavily armed warrior. I am stepping in to defend you from this invisible saboteur. I have dispatched my warrior angels to surround your finances and block every single demonic attack. The thief has been caught in the spirit, and he must repay what he has stolen from you 7 times over. The days of watching your money vanish are permanently ending. You do not have to fight this unseen enemy by yourself anymore. I am taking over the fierce battlefield for you, and the spiritual forces that caused your endless delays are being permanently scattered. I am breaking the invisible yoke of lack that was placed on your shoulders. Your mind is being completely cleared of the heavy fog they sent to confuse you. We are closing the dark door on this painful season of theft. You must recognize that the battle was never really about the money. It was always about your faith and your divine destiny. The enemy desperately wanted your soul to surrender to complete despair, but you held on to the tiny spark of hope inside your chest, and that small spark is about to ignite a miracle. Stay with me, my beloved child. The revelation I am about to give you next will make everything finally fall into place. The enemy is trembling right now because he knows his time is completely up, and he knows that I am about to perfectly reverse his wicked work. You are about to witness the most spectacular divine retaliation in your entire life. Do not let the thief steal this current moment of revelation. He is going to try to distract you right now. He will make your phone buzz or make your mind wander. Refuse to give him your precious attention. Stand firm in your holy position. You are about to cross the invisible line from being a victim of spiritual theft to becoming a master of heavenly abundance. Press the like button right now. This is not just a click. This is a prophetic act telling heaven you are ready. The atmosphere around you is shifting rapidly in this very moment. Can you feel the sudden change in the air in your room? The heavy pressure that was sitting on your chest just a few minutes ago is starting to lift. I want you to close your eyes for one brief second and take a deep breath. Heaven is mobilizing on your behalf right now. The majestic throne room is no longer quiet. I have given the ultimate command, and a legion of my strongest angels is being dispatched directly to your physical location. They are carrying something of immense value in their hands. They are carrying the keys to your completely new home and the deed to your future. This is not a vague promise of spiritual peace. This is a very literal physical transition that is about to unfold. I told you earlier that your pain was preparing you for a massive promotion. Now the time for preparation has concluded. The season of waiting has expired. The angels are actively removing the heavy invisible blockages that kept you trapped in a state of endless financial panic. I want you to open your spiritual eyes and look at what is happening. The dark cloud of anxiety that hung over your head is being blown away by a fresh wind. The endless cycle of barely surviving is being shattered into a million pieces. You are being elevated into a new dimension of supernatural provision, where money will constantly flow to you instead of running away from you. Remember the story of David. He was overlooked and left in the dusty fields to tend the sheep, while others celebrated inside. He was the silent sufferer of his family, but when the time for his anointing came, heaven bypassed everyone else to find him. You are my modern-day David. The world may have overlooked your struggles, but heaven has always known exactly where to find you. And just like David, you are about to be called out of the shadows. The invisible saboteur we exposed earlier is desperately trying to block this transition. He uses the noise of this busy world to keep your mind cluttered. He wants you to stay disconnected from my divine frequency. But I am offering you a very specific way to tune into my abundance and completely silence his chaotic noise. I know how difficult it is to quiet your mind when the bills are screaming at you. Your brain fog and exhaustion are intense. But I have imparted heavenly wisdom to help you break this interference. There is a divine rhythm designed to realign your spirit with my incredible wealth. You do not have to struggle alone to find your peace anymore. I have provided a beautiful tool for your weary mind. You are moving from a tiny rented space in your mind into a vast mansion of peace. The new home I am giving you is both a physical sanctuary and a spiritual fortress. It is a place where debt collectors cannot call you. It is a place where you will sleep deeply without waking up in a cold sweat about money. It is a place of total restoration for your tired family. The foundation for this new life is being poured in the spiritual realm as you listen to my voice. Every single second you stay connected to this message is another brick being laid for your future. Do not let your focus drift away. The enemy is watching you closely right now. He is hoping you will simply scroll away before the final seal is completely broken. Refuse to give him that victory. You have waited years for this exact moment to arrive. You have cried an ocean of tears. You have prayed until your voice was completely gone. The answer to every single one of those desperate prayers is culminating right here. I am gathering all your silent suffering and turning it into a massive explosion of divine favor. Your great turning point is approaching very fast. Listen carefully to the sound of my voice. The delay is over. The holding pattern is finished. The angels are standing right beside you, holding the precious keys I promised. They are just waiting for the final command to release the blessing into your physical hands. Your heart should be racing with holy anticipation right now, because your life is about to change forever. This is the exact moment where your faith must rise up to meet your miracle. You cannot hold on to your old fears while stepping into a brand new mansion. You must drop the heavy bags of doubt right at the front door. The poverty mindset that told you to expect the absolute worst is being evicted from your brain today. You are now a child of the highest King. Prepare your spirit for the massive revelation that is coming next. We are about to break the final seal together. The financial reversal you have begged for is literally seconds away from manifesting in your reality. Open your hands and open your heart. The grand transition from the dark wilderness into the land of milk and honey begins right now. Do not move an inch. I am breaking the final seal over your life right now. The heavenly courts have made their absolute ruling in your favor. The heavy iron doors that kept you locked in a cycle of poverty are shattering into dust. The oppressive silence you endured is being replaced by the roaring sound of my divine intervention. Your moment of absolute triumph is here. Hear my voice clearly as I declare this prophetic decree over your destiny. I am giving you a completely new home tomorrow. This is not an illusion, and it is not a distant dream. The keys to your new sanctuary have been forged in heaven. They are being handed to you to secure your family and protect your peace. You will no longer live in fear of eviction. The days of begging for extensions on your bills are permanently over. I am decreeing a supernatural reversal over your bank account right now. The season of living paycheck to paycheck is completely dead, and the heavy chains of financial slavery are falling off your wrists forever. Within the next 72 hours, a massive financial surprise will manifest in your physical hands. It is a strategic and divine provision meant only for you. This sudden wealth will not come from your grueling labor. It is a heavenly transfer designed to erase the heavy debts that kept you awake at night. You will look at your accounts and weep tears of pure joy. The exact amount you desperately need is being multiplied and released to you. You are stepping into a frequency of absolute divine alignment today. The generational curse of poverty that plagued your bloodline is broken forever. I am washing away the terrible stain of lack from your family name. Your children will never know the agonizing panic of an empty refrigerator. You are the chosen one who finally broke the cycle of financial despair because you stood firm when the fierce storms tried to destroy your faith. You are establishing a brand new legacy of incredible heavenly wealth. The invisible enemy who stole from you is being forced to surrender. He is watching in absolute terror as I elevate you to a position of power. The courtroom of heaven has ruled strictly against your spiritual oppressors. They must repay every single thing they took from your tired hands. Your majestic vindication is happening right before their wicked eyes. Your new home is a fortress where dark forces can never enter. It is a place where your weary soul will finally find deep rest. You will walk through those new doors and feel an overwhelming wave of peace. The heavy burdens of your past will not cross that sacred threshold, because my guardian angels are standing watch over your entire property day and night. You are leaving the dark wilderness far behind you forever. Watch very closely for the signs in the next 72 hours. I am aligning the right people and the right circumstances to bless you. A sudden phone call or an unexpected letter will carry your financial breakthrough. Do not doubt the incredible magnitude of what is coming to you. You must open your arms wide to receive this massive blessing. You have been running on empty for far too many years. But today, my endless river of abundance is flooding your dry valleys. You will no longer scrape the bottom of the barrel just to survive. Your cups will overflow with my pure goodness and unmerited favor, and you will finally have enough resources to help the people you love. You will become a powerful distributor of wealth to those in desperate need. Let this glorious truth sink deep into your tired spirit right now. The heavy lifting is completely finished, and the fierce battle is won. You do not need to struggle or strive to make this miracle happen. I have already orchestrated every single detail in the highest realms of glory. Your only job is to firmly stand still and accept it. This is the spectacular divine retaliation you have been waiting for. The years the locusts have eaten are being fully restored to you today. A massive turning point is happening in your earthly economy at this very second. Prepare your mind to handle the glorious shock of sudden wealth and stability, because what I am about to do will completely overwhelm your human senses. You are completely victorious. I am speaking this reality into existence over your tired life. The days of deep shame and silent crying are permanently washed away. You will walk into your new home with your head held high in victory. The people who doubted your calling will stand in absolute awe of my power. They will clearly see my heavy favor resting entirely upon you. Embrace this magnificent shift with every fiber of your being. You are stepping into a radiant dimension of absolute peace and overflowing prosperity. The 72-hour countdown has officially begun in the heavenly realm. Your incredible season of majestic triumph is unfolding exactly as I promised you from the very beginning, and the dark clouds are permanently clearing from your sky. Receive your glorious freedom today. Keys to your new home are officially yours. The financial reversal is locked in and moving swiftly toward you. The mighty angels are rejoicing because you held on to your fragile faith. Do not let go of this powerful revelation as we move forward. We must now protect this newly released blessing from the desperate enemy. But I must severely warn you right now, the dark enemy heard every single word I just prophesied over your life. He heard the decree about your new home. He knows the financial reversal is already in motion, and he is terrified of your sudden elevation. He will not let you walk into this blessing without launching a fierce counterattack against your tired mind, because he wants to steal your joy. His primary weapon against you will be heavy doubt. He is going to whisper malicious lies into your ears immediately. He will tell you this is just another internet video. He will try to make you feel foolish for having hope. Do not listen to his deceptive voice today. He wants to steal your miracle right before it physically manifests in your hands, and he wants you to surrender completely to human logic. This is exactly how he has trapped you in the past. He waits until you are standing at the very edge of your breakthrough. Then he sends a storm of confusion to make you turn around and walk away. But you are a generational curse breaker. You are not going to fall for his cheap tricks this time, because you are going to fiercely protect the sacred keys you just received. Heaven is waiting for your final answer today. The magnificent window of grace is slowly closing. You only have a short time to activate this blessing before the angels move on. Do not let human hesitation steal what I have prepared for you. You must take a physical step of obedience right now. I require a prophetic act from you to seal this holy covenant, so that the enemy can never touch your new foundation. I have fought the invisible battles for your soul. I have cleared the dark path, but faith without action is entirely dead. You cannot receive a supernatural harvest if you refuse to plant a physical seed. Your action right now will be the permanent signature on our heavenly contract, and it tells the spiritual realm that you are finally ready to handle massive abundance. The financial reversal you have cried for is literally seconds away. I am ready to unlock the heavy vaults over your family line. The old debts will be completely canceled. But you must show me you are ready to receive the overflow. You must prove that your faith is stronger than your lingering fear. I am asking you to step out of your comfortable boat today, because the massive miracle is waiting for you out on the deep waters. You cannot carry a poverty mindset into your new home. If you want to break the cycle of lack, you must do something radically different. You must transition from being a passive listener into an active participant. The enemy is hoping you will close this message and do absolutely nothing. He knows that doing nothing will instantly cancel the divine transaction, but your active faith will completely destroy his wicked plans forever. Do not let him win this critical battle. Your family is depending on your spiritual courage tonight. The keys to your new house are resting gently in your open hands, but they must be activated through a willing sacrifice. I am not asking for this to burden you. I am asking this to permanently break the fierce grip of greed and fear over your beautiful life, so you can truly live in freedom. When you give, you create a powerful vacuum in the spiritual realm. That empty space must be immediately filled by my overflowing provision. It is an unbreakable law of the universe that I established from the very beginning. The seed must leave your hand before a harvest can ever enter it. You are about to plant a seed that will grow into a massive financial shelter, and this shelter will perfectly protect your generations to come. Listen to the stirring in your heart right now. You feel a heavy pull in your chest because your spirit recognizes the absolute truth. The Holy Spirit is gently nudging you to trust me completely. Do not overthink the simple instructions I am about to give you. Your human logic will try to talk you out of your incredible miracle, but you must silence that loud noise and follow my lead completely. The angels are standing at full attention around you. They have their hands on the heavy doors of your new destiny. They are waiting for you to turn the key of sacrifice. If you walk away now, the doors will sadly remain closed for another season. But if you step forward with bold faith, those massive doors will swing wide open, and you will finally step into your long-awaited promise. This is your final test of the dark wilderness season. I am watching to see if you will trust me with your little. I need to know if I can truly trust you with my much. Prepare your heart to make a holy transaction. Prepare your mind to completely release what is in your physical hand. The 72-hour countdown is holding its breath, and your magnificent financial breakthrough is actively waiting for your immediate and joyful obedience. Do not let the thief steal this sacred moment from you. Look past the fear and see the beautiful new home I have built. See the debt-free life that is waiting on the other side of your obedience. I am extending my hand to you one final time tonight. Take it firmly and do not let go, because we are about to seal this unbreakable covenant in the mighty courts of heaven right now. I require a prophetic act of obedience from you right now. You must step out of your comfort zone. You must show the spiritual realm your complete trust. And this is exactly how you break the final chain of poverty that has held your family down for generations. I am asking you to plant a physical seed today. Do not let fear stop you. Release your financial seed through the Super Thanks button below this video. Sow a seed of faith today, and you will reap a massive harvest tomorrow. The size of your seed does not matter to heaven, but the obedience in your heart matters more than anything else in this world. This is your holy transaction. Give what you can right now. When you release your seed, you are telling the enemy he has completely lost. You are declaring that money no longer controls your anxious mind. And because you are willing to give from your deep need today, I am going to multiply your financial return immensely. That simple seed is the exact key that unlocks the door to your new home. Do it immediately. Do not wait another minute to secure your divine blessing. The enemy is screaming in your ear right now, telling you to close this video. He wants you to keep your hands tightly closed so you cannot receive the overflow, and he hopes you will walk away completely empty. Defeat his malicious lies by opening your hands in radical faith today. Your small sacrifice triggers a massive heavenly avalanche. Now I want you to seal this unbreakable covenant with your words. Type the numbers 777 in the comments below. That specific number represents my absolute perfection, and it symbolizes the total completion of your long and painful financial journey. When you type it, you are signing your name on the heavenly contract. You are accepting your brand new reality. I also need you to share this exact message with 3 other people. There are other silent sufferers who are desperate for a breakthrough tonight. While you send this bright light to help them in their darkness, I will fiercely protect your own beautiful flame. This act of sharing turns you into a powerful magnet for my divine favor. You become a distributor of my deep grace. Now, I want you to bow your heavy head and close your tired eyes. Let my warm presence completely surround you in this sacred moment. The fierce battle for your financial freedom is permanently over. You do not have to fight the invisible shadows anymore. I am placing my holy shield of protection over your mind, and nothing will be able to harm your family again. I speak absolute peace over your racing thoughts right now. I command the severe anxiety in your chest to dissolve into nothing. Let the deep healing wash over every single broken piece of your shattered heart. You are safe in my arms. The heavy storm has finally passed, and the beautiful morning light is breaking through your dark window to guide you. The enemy cannot touch the magnificent blessing I just released to you. Your new home is completely secured by my warrior angels. Your bank account is surrounded by a wall of blazing heavenly fire, and no weapon formed against your physical or spiritual wealth will ever prosper again because you belong to my eternal kingdom. You are stepping into a season of untouchable joy. Remember the 72-hour countdown we established earlier today. Watch carefully for the sudden financial surprise I promised you. It will arrive exactly when you need it the most. You will look at that incredible provision, and you will know without a single doubt that heaven has completely intervened. Your days of painful weeping are permanently finished. I want you to picture yourself walking into that beautiful new home. Feel the solid ground beneath your tired feet. Breathe in the sweet air of total financial freedom and let it fill your empty lungs. You will decorate those walls with laughter instead of hanging your head in sorrow, and your children will play safely in the light. This is my solemn promise to you, my beloved child. You are my chosen royalty, and you are a fierce generational curse breaker. You survived the dark wilderness because you were born to conquer it. I am so incredibly proud of your quiet strength and your unwavering faith. You never gave up, even when the heavy burdens pulled you down to your knees, and that is why you are receiving this ultimate reward. Now it is your glorious time to rise up. Let every trace of bitterness leave your soul right now. Forgive those who abandoned you when you had absolutely nothing to offer them. Their departure made room for the incredible divine connections that are walking into your life tomorrow. You are being surrounded by people who will love you for your pure spirit, and they will never try to steal your precious energy. You are truly valued. The abundance of my grace is expanding rapidly around you. You are no longer the silent sufferer hiding in the shadows of despair. You are a bright and shining beacon of my magnificent glory. Whenever someone looks at your life, from now on they will see the undeniable evidence of my supernatural provision and my endless mercy. Your story will heal nations. Go to sleep tonight with a completely light and joyful heart. The heavy lifting is done, and the spiritual war is won. When you wake up tomorrow, you will step into the first day of your magnificent new life. Rest now, my precious one. Your massive miracle is already on the way, and your new home is waiting for you to simply open the front door. I love you eternally.